I'm Doug Doyle with the Art of the Story. A special one-night-only event is taking place this evening at the Apollo Theater in Harlem. It's composer and pianist Jason Moran's Ellington in Focus. The presentation will illuminate Duke Ellington's legendary jazz compositions, pairing music with stunning, rarely seen photography of Ellington by famed photographer Gordon Parks. The multimedia event is taking place 125 years since Ellington's birth. Jason Moran is looking forward to playing his wonderful compositions.
It's extra special because I can walk to the Apollo. That's one. Two, it's Ellington and Uptown. I mean, what Ellington means, Uptown, and how he captivates or captures the sound of Uptown onto the music paper, and then how he transported that sound around the world. I love Ellington and the big band, of course, but my love for his piano playing, oh my gosh, I could kind of go on and on about that. So to bring this back to the Apollo, a place where Ellington spent so many hours sweating and playing, feels like a good homecoming to have. I wouldn't say I remember the first time I heard Duke play, but it's almost like you meet as a young kid. I felt like I met his compositions before I met him. And, you hear these songs like Satin Doll, and your parents want to hear it, and then your grandparents want to hear it. And so, a kid wanting to please their parents, you start learning these Ellington songs. And then when I heard Ellington, I heard how much he reminded me of my favorite pianist, Thelonious Monk. I mean, there is no Thelonious Monk attack unless Ellington shows him how to attack the piano. And it's an inherited thing that I think piano players pass down from one to the other. And Ellington, of course, inherits a piano attack from people like James P. Johnson and others. So it's a thing that I heard, and as a kid, I thought Ellington was timeless. These works he makes about the world are timeless, and there's always a good time to kind of reinvestigate what he means with that text.
Jason Moran has also been a major educator, and I feel this night is somewhat of an education because obviously, you must agree, this is a history lesson going on.
Oh, all the time. I mean, and history unfolds every day. I mean, one thing about Ellington and Parks is they really move through disciplines. They are never really confined to the thing that we think we know them for. Do we know Ellington for being a suave pianist with a beautiful tuxedo, standing in front of the band? Or do we know Ellington as a person who really knew how to speak about music? Do we know Parks as just a photographer, or do we also know him as a filmmaker or as a composer? And they're restless artists. And I appreciate that part because I might say that I'm from that same family.
You can see my entire interview with Jason Moran on the WBGO Facebook page. I'm Doug Doyle, WBGO News.